You've put your blood, sweat, and tears into creating a storefront that lights you up, serves your clients well, and contributes significantly to the community you love. You are my hero, and I affectionately call you a rebel woman. Hey there, my name is Melissa Rose, a brick-and-mortar business owner with a handful of kiddos and a few passion projects that I head up like this one. I'm also your visibility coach and consultant for a service-based business like yours. I'm passionate about helping small business owners thrive in their community and become the only option in town for their industry. In this podcast, we're going to share the nitty-gritty of running a successful brick-and-mortar business by sharing stories, talking strategies, and learning practical tips to run a kick-ass business. Ready to be inspired, empowered, and equipped to create the small business of your dreams? Let's get real. Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Brick and Mortar Visibility. Today, I am super excited about cracking the code and going viral with community values. This podcast episode is inspired by a recent post that I did for a client that went viral. And I'm super excited to share with you the nuts and bolts of it because you all can take it and apply it into your business. That's why I'm sharing it, the tips, tools that I learn in my business to help you in yours. And I am really, I love what this post has done for the client and the community. So before we launch into that, we do need to just take a moment and just a moment to reflect that I have a daughter that is now 20 years old. I can't believe it. Today she turns 20, baby number 1. She rocked my world 20 years ago. As any of you know, with kiddos, it's life-changing and it's all the things. So it's just a little bit of a emotion, proudness, all this stuff. So we got to see a snippet of her like yesterday on the screen. She's a Vikings cheerleader as well as a full-time student at St. Thomas, and she has her own photography business. So she is making her own splash in the world. Super proud of her, proud mama. But she is just a good kid, and can't believe it's 20 years. Dang. All right, your PSA today, if you have not already, please go and grab your go grab your high-performing post on social, whatever social you use, and bring it over to your Google Business Profile. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're going to go grab my Google Business Profile workshop, completely free. Go to msmelissarose.com/deals and click workshop. It's about 40 minutes. It gives you all the details of what to do, how to do it, where to do it, so that you can be found faster on Google. This is a free workshop, and to do the work, it's free. You can do it. You can have somebody on your team do it, but your Google Business Profile is a free feature, and only 40% of people take advantage of it. So please, please, please go do this and make sure you are getting found faster. It's one of the foundational things to do for your business, and so many people, like I said, don't take advantage of it. Okay, we're going to dive into this episode, creating a viral post based on your values. Let's talk about this. This social post was a couple months in the making, all right? I've been working for this client for, a few months already, and we had our staff meeting, and in walks somebody to set up for bingo, it looks like. I'm sitting at the staff meeting, and I'm like, what's this about? And then all of a sudden, seniors start coming in, and I'm like, what's this about? And I didn't really ask because we were talking business, and then I ended up working, and it wasn't until a few weeks later I was like, what's going on here? Does this happen every week? Because I just thought it was a one-off thing. Oh, no, it happens every day, Monday through Thursday, 11 to 1. And what this restaurant does is the seniors come, and they're able to donate what they can, but it's a $6 donation, tip included, and they get a meal and camaraderie with each other. And it is the most amazing thing. I'm like, this would be really nice to highlight. This is what people go crazy about. And I know this because I am part of the community, and just as a person, you like to see organizations, business owners doing things like this. All right. So I said, can we highlight that? And the business owner was okay with it, but he was very hesitant to highlight other things that he does because he is a very generous person in our community. And it's talked about not bragging. You don't want to look what I do and look how much I give and look at what I did here. However, there are some things that should be highlighted that not only reflect good on you, but it encourages more people to participate. And I'm like, this could be a really nice thing for the business. So I knew that because of, you don't want to say, I gave this much money to this organization. This post that I'm going to talk about is different. So what this post was is the seniors come in and they have this. So what my angle was, we want to tell more people about this, to make sure more people know about this, because I didn't know about this. And I live in a neighborhood where there's a whole senior housing area. I'm like, oh my gosh, how cool would that be for them to get out and just meet some others? And I tend to gravitate towards 70-year-old people. They're my favorite. And it's to get them out of the house. Sometimes it's hard. So I thought this would be a really great post. So let's talk about the nuts and bolts of what this post entailed so that you can take it and apply it to your business. This was simply a carousel post. And I have learned recently that reels are not performing as well as they used to, simply because the quality has gotten so good. All right, people who do reels and do them well, they are very good editors. They're using high quality products to record and do all the things, and they're doing them consistently and quite a bit, so that way the traction is there and they're getting the views. I've had 10K views on reels and done the same reel a year later and it gets barely any. So I'm just saying, if you are really good at it and you've done them consistently, you can go for a reel. But I have learned that carousel posts and animated posts are doing well for me. Okay, so I chose to make this a carousel post because carousels force the person to pause, and we're going to talk about that with a hook, and then they have to physically engage. So if you're on Instagram, you have to swipe. You have to literally move the picture to get to the next one, and it creates engagement there. And then there's the call to action. And I was specific in making sure there was a call to action that wasn't like this, don't tap or double tap if you like this. It was, please share it to your favorite seniors so more people know about this. Share it to a senior who would love a good lunch and great company, something like that. And who doesn't want to do that? Okay, it wasn't comment below or tag a person who needs to know about that. It was literally tell them. And we had tons of people tell them. So at the recording of this, I'm sorry if I told you already, we had over 60 shares, tons of engagement, tons of questions. People were asking, what is a senior, how old do they have to be? So it was, I missed that in the graphics. So I'm sharing that too, because there were some things I missed in the copy that I should have included and I didn't, but it created questions. So that's what I want you to know too. You might have a mistake in there or realize, oh shoot, I didn't tell that information, but it creates curiosity. So then they ask, and that's engagement, you guys. When they're asking questions, that's good. We want that. So my hook was simply, did you know? And psychologically, you pause. Did you know? Did I know what? About the weather? About the current events? About my daughter? What did I know? So did you know? And I want you to think in your business, is there something in your business that's kind of a best kept secret that you just haven't maybe shared in a while or talked about, or maybe have taken for granted in your business that, oh yeah, we donate this much every year, or we share, or we do this? Think about that. Your team members will probably be the people to tell you. All right. This post that was created and went viral for this client was a team member that said, I think we should highlight this. This would be a nice post to do. It was me asking the question and then them coming back and going, yeah, this would be a good post. And then we fleshed it out. Okay. So I created a carousel post. It was simply, did you know? And then some copy. And then swipe, did you know? And how? So it was the who, where, what, when, how. All right. And then at the end, please share with a senior who you know. And very simply done, but got lots of engagement. All right. Now, why is this important? You guys, it's tons of visibility. It's more people seeing your brand, but it's more people seeing your brand in a way reflecting your values. All right. So when people see this, it's a warm and fuzzy. People then like you quicker. They're like, oh, wow, cool. And we had people say, this is why we love this restaurant. And now we love it even more. It also helps the algorithm, okay? That's the nitty-gritty of it, y'all. If you have posts that perform well, your subsequent posts are going to perform well, all right? So you can do a post like this and get a ton of traction, and then you can put up something that you kind of put up all the time, but because that post before got a lot of traction, your subsequent post is going to be shown to more people. So it's very important to be mindful of that. All right. So I will look through my scheduling and go, I kind of have an idea of what's going to perform well, right? I had an idea that this would perform well. I didn't know it would go this well. And go, okay, I'm going to be intentional then about putting a more generic or more general post, but people still need to know about it after this high engaging performance one. Okay, so those are the nuts and bolts of it. You want to have a good hook and a did you know? Simply that question is really good. And then a carousel or animated graphic, and then a call to action. Those are my 3 tips for this, all right? And this is social. Now, you guys, this can all be played into this social post, and I'm going to link it here in the I'm going to link it here in the show notes so that you can see it. This could be a blog post. Because the copy is there, you can just elaborate more, and now it's a blog post. You can backlink the organization that they collaborate with, the place, so many backlinks within there, so that that's helping with SEO, and it's there for Google to read, okay, and for obviously the public, but it's a blog post. So you probably have blog posts. If you've been listening to me, you're doing one at least once a month, ideally twice a month, and take some of those blog posts and now create carousel posts with them, because you just need a sentence, the first sentence of each paragraph. You know, you have a 5-6 paragraph blog post, grab it, bring it over, and make it a carousel post. Did you know? Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So I hope this was helpful, because social media it is a necessary evil. It's so funny now that I'm more busy with client work. I am not personally on my social at all, because I'm always under my clients, and it's very nice. I like it, and I get really excited watching the numbers, watching the engagement, watching the proof of the work that's been done. Like, yes, this is working, and seeing the numbers go up month after month for my clients. It's really, I get a kick out of it. It's super fun. And as brick and mortar business owners, small business owners, I want your business to be the only option. I want your business to be the place to go to when people are wanting Italian, or when they're needing a chiropractor, or when they're needing a physical therapist, or when they're needing a realtor. I want people to think of you. That is my goal. So if you are interested in learning more about how I can help you with your visibility, please go to msmelisrose.com/deals, and then just click the 20-minute call. It's just a phone call or a Zoom call where we meet each other. You can tell me your needs and desires, and I'll tell you what it's like to work with me and how that goes down. And if it's a fit, awesome. If not, no worries. I'm sure you're going to walk away with some takeaways that you can apply to your business right now. All right? Without further ado, I thank you so much for listening. If you found value in this podcast, please shout it out, tagging Ms. Melissa Rose, the Ms. Melissa Rose, so I can shout you out. If you haven't, please leave a Apple iTunes rating and review. I would love to shout you out that way as well on the podcast. All right, everybody, have a great week, and we will see you here same time, same place next week. Peace. Bye-bye.